A celebration. Hello, hello. Welcome from Bali. We are having a celebration today, so you might hear music. It's quite of a day in Bali, very important for Balinese people. So they celebrate it, and kids are on the streets with music, with gongs. And I am at the cafe just after yoga class. So I hope you can hear me well and you can still participate in this practice. Thank you for being here with me. And until we're waiting for the others, I want you to find a comfortable position. And please let me know if you can hear me well. See if you can lean back so you can relax and can feel supported. Beautiful. And let's take a couple of deep breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And again, inhale. Big, big, big sigh out. Letting go everything or anything that does not serve you anymore. Another deep, deep breath in. And a big sigh out. Through the mouth, relaxing your chest, your belly. Relax your face. Relax the eyes, space between your eyebrows, your forehead, your eyes. Notice that the breath is there. And be aware of every sound, any noise coming from this video. You might hear some noise coming from outside. Um, the kids are running around with instruments. It's a galungan today, very important celebration in Bali. So just be aware of any sounds, any noises, the sound of your own breath, any sounds that are in your environment, my voice as well. And keep your awareness with the breath. Notice how it flows easily. And you just keep watching the breath flowing in and out, in and out. And as you continue to noticing your breath, just simply be aware of it's just there. The body is breathing, and you realize that you're not your breath. You're also becoming aware of the feelings in your body. You might feel some tension, you might feel some other emotions, anything that been gathered through the day. If it's the morning, maybe you've carried something through with you. Just notice how the body feels and relax the shoulders. That's it. Simply be aware that you're none of the feelings in your body. Everything can be observed, your breath, your feelings. The same you are watching your thoughts. They're coming into your mind and they're going. They're just like guests when they check into the hotel room passing by. Like they enter the room, they check in, they check out. Check in, check out. The same with your thoughts. And you're not attached to anything at the moment. The breath is there. You're still aware of that. Notice the pace of it. Notice if it's slower than before. Notice if your body relaxed more. And at the same time, continue being aware that you're not your breath, you're not your feelings, you're not any thoughts, any thought that is trying to convince you into something You simply ignore, allow them to be. Like sometimes parents, if you're a parent, you might know this feeling when children are asking something and they're mommy, 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 mommy. They can say it hundreds of times. And at some point, the mind switches off and the parent don't hear them anymore because they're not paying attention. Same with your thoughts. Just do not pay attention to them and realize that you're not your thoughts. And you're also not your size. You're not your shape. You're not your weight. You're not your education. You're not any information that you have gathered through your whole life about the world, any information about who you are. And you're not holding onto the past. You're knowing that you are not your memories because you can watch them, you can observe them, you can recall them, but you're not touching them right now. You're not touching any past or anything that happened to you. At the same time, you are not touching the future. So drop any expectations of the future and forget about image of who you were believed to be. Just breath is there, it flows in and out, in and out. And you realize that you're not your childhood, you're not any traumas that happened to you, if they did. You're not your future, you're not any wounds, you're not any feelings. If there is any sadness, any loneliness, any grief, any anger, understand that you're not any of that. You're not any of these feelings. The feeling usually comes when the thought arises in your mind and you believe in this thought. When it says, I'm lonely, I'm sad, I'm depressed, and you begin believing into it. For this moment right now, you are completely aware of everything and you do not allow any thought to hypnotize you, to convince you into anything. You just simply watching your breath, realizing that you're not any role that you have played until now. You're not a parent. If you are, you're not a housewife. You're not a boss. You're not the owner of the company or employee. You're not the CEO of the company. You're just dropping any roles that you were taking to play in this life. And sometimes we also play or a role of that sexy woman, a role to achieve in order to be loved. So I keep achieving and achieving and achieving. So drop all of those roles and also any expectations of your parents, who you were meant to be, who you are not, anything imposed on you, any beliefs, all the belief structure of who